Welcome back. Stella here. We are working on page 3 today. I'm not sure if I showed this. Page 2 was just a basic page, a little pocket on this side. Okay, page 3 is going to be a little bit more convoluted. Good word that, convoluted. Okay, that's 3C, that's 3B, and 3A, and I've already cut my papers for it. So, I cut this piece at 9 5/8 by, it's almost 12, it's about 11 7/8. Okay, so scoring. We scored at 1/2 inch and then 1/8 of an inch. So we've got that 1/8 of an inch little gusset there. And then from that score, we scored 4 1/2 all the way down. 4 1/2. Then we turn it this way, and we scored this one at 6, down there at 6. So you've got the cross there from this score line, and that went all the way down, and then I cut up to that cross score line, and I've marked them. This is where they fold. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the way it will fold. Or you could fold it any which way you like, actually, whichever is comfortable. I like it that way. Okay. I'll just give it a little bit of burnish. So this is going to go I'm not going to tuck it in. I was going to tuck it in, but I've decided not to. I'm going to center that and glue that down that way. And then I've also got 3B, which is 5 3/4 by 7. I have scored at 1/2 inch and another 1/4 of an inch. So 1/2 inch score, then 3/4. That gives me that 1/4 inch gusset there. That one is going to go on first. So let's pop, that is going to go inside the sleeve. Let's pop some glue on first and get this underway. Pop some glue on that 1/2 inch. And we put our glue on one side, slip it in, center it, slip it in so that it is just before that first score line, that half-inch score line. And get that burnished down. And we've got that 1/4 inch. Let me see about my lighting here, see if I can do anything. Is that better? I think it is. My overhead light was just a bit strong. Okay, so we'll open 3B. Now we're going to put 3A in. And 3A has got that 1/8 of an inch. We'll gusset there. But we're going to fold this. Actually, let's just make sure. I just want to make sure that this page is sitting to the right of that score line there. So let's make sure it is, and give it another burnish. It still isn't, so I am going to give it a trim. It's too close to that score line, so I'm taking off a hair, probably a 32nd of an inch, not that much. Beautiful. And these ones, probably the same. Let's take a little off both of them. I didn't realise it was quite so tight. Sorry about this, but my cutting wasn't straight. So adjust it if it needs to be adjusted. If it doesn't need to be adjusted, then you're fine. Look at my little scissors. Okay, perfect. So let's open that so that we've only got the 1/2 inch flap there. Turn my book around, center it as best I can, and I'm going to place it level with this sheet here and above that score line, and that is very important. above that score line. Oops. So let's just open that up so I can get in there and burnish that. And then we've got this one, which measures 5.5 by 7, and I scored it at 1/2 inch, and this one is going on this side. So let's just turn the album round. Centre it as best I can and make sure it is not touching that score line. So we've got that goes in there, that one comes over, and that one comes over, or that one and that one. I like that. Do you know, I think we can cut off a little bit of this one instead of, what did I say it was? Yeah, I want to go it that way, so I'm going to cut off 1/4 inch here. So instead of 5 3/4, we'll make it 5.5. And let me just put it in my trimmer. Oops. Okay, I am guesstimating 1/4 inch is there. Which way did I want it? I wanted it that way. Yeah. And we are going to have magnets on this one. Oh my goodness, I need to buy more magnets. So, pretty much there, I think. Put some tape on that. Get some more tape. Upside down. And marry that up. Now turning it over, I'm going to make sure that this 1/4 inch gusset here is standing straight up. Push that tape down really firmly, and then we're just going to shimmy that over. There we go. I like it. I like it. Wait. So, oh, gosh, these magnets. Okay, I'm going to do this one first. Where are you all? I'm going to cover these ones first since I've already cut them out. And I cut them so that that goes with that, and that goes with that. So since I trimmed some, let's just make sure we're fine. And we are. Just going to use glue. So for cutting your mats, use whatever size you want, according to what sort of size border you want. If you want 1/4 of an inch around, then you'd cut 2 sides by 1/2 inch. Okay. That's pretty good. I just like 1/8 of an inch. Try and keep them level. So I think you can get a 4 by 5.5. I know 4 by 6 is one of the standard photo sizes, but you can crop. Doesn't that look nice? So, this one, goes there. I'm not sure if I have to worry about directional. I probably do. Depends on how I'm going to be viewing this. Can you see my dilemma? So theoretically, that should go like that. But if we go like that and that, I'm going to put it that way. So I probably would have been better having a non-directional on this section. Oh, we're a bit crooked there, and I don't think I can move it now. A little bit crooked. But not crooked enough for me to rip out the page and start again. This is the way I like to close that one. That way. the way it sits. Beautiful. Let's cover this one, and we need ooh, 7 1/16 long by, just write that down because I'll forget, 7 1/16 by 4 5/8. Okay, so what should we have in here? I'm liking this one. Okay, the length is 7 1/16. By 4 5/8. So I'm going to get rid of some of this on this side. 4 5/8. Get rid of a wee bit more on that side. I want that bee in comfortably. 4 5/8. Yes, I do like that one. Actually, I could take a little off take that 1/16 of an inch off and just go 7. I'm going to run out of glue before this project's finished. I do like that. That is so nice. Okay, now this one, we need 2 of 4 3/4. Where's my white pen? Oops. There we go. So 4 3/4 by, ooh, 6 3/4. Now I need 2. I think we might go with this colourful one. No, I'd like to go with a portrait. Gosh, I've got a lot of these shorter ones. That's a portrait. That's landscape. Landscape, landscape, and I've got no more portraits. The reason for this is because my width is going to be 6 3/4, and I wouldn't get 2 with that width across a landscape. So I'm taking it from here. Six and 3/4. By 4 3/4, so I should get 2 in. So 4 3/4 is 8, 9.5. So we cut that at 9.5. And then a 4 3/4. Now luckily this piece can go either way. So bear in mind that they can go either way. So I'll push it that way. Remove the tape on that one and surround that by dots and some in the middle. one. That's it. Beautiful. So this one needs to be 4.5 by 6 3/4. Double check that 6 3/4. Oh, magnetise me. Yeah. So we need 2 of them. So I'm actually going to do 2 different ones. Like that. Six and 3/4. No, I'm going to take some off this side, so we'll cut this border off. Well, yeah, we're crooked. Six and 3/4. No, you can see why I like to cut my borders off first. The length is 6 3/4, Stella. The length is 6 3/4, so we'll cut that off the top. And the width is 4.5. Is 4.5. And we get that little bee in. So that's one side. Pretty good size, and I'll take this one this way. I want to keep that bee. I'm going this way, or that way I should say. So 6 3/4 works out really well. Keep you, and 4.5. That 4.5. There we go. off. And I think it's going that way. Oopsie-daisy. It's a beautiful page. Now, page 4, I've got 2 pieces. Not sure if they're the same size or not, so we'll just measure. This is 4 3/4 by 6 1/4. This one is about 4 1/2 by 6 1/8. They were just scraps. So we are going to slip this one inside there, near the top. Oh, and I scored it 1/2 inch. So let's slip it inside the fold there. I'm taking it just a little below the top, maybe, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch. Make sure it sits well. And burnish that in. Now this one is just, again, 1/2 inch. This one is going to go near the bottom, just and they're not even. So from about 1/16 of an inch up from the bottom, put it on the edge. And burnish that in. So now what you've got is that. So let's have a look at the mat for this one. 4 13/16. By 7 inches. 1/16 by 6, and I need 2 of them, and this one 3 13/16 by 5 15/16. And we need 2 of them by 2. Okay. What do we have for the centre? I need 7 inches in height. I quite like that one. Take that little white bit off, I don't like that. And I think I need a sharper blade. Seven inches, and I am going vertical. By 4 13/16. 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I don't think I'm having it. Am I having magnets or not? Not sure if I'm having magnets or not. Oh, that turned out horizontal. Never mind. What's happening here? Okay, this is too far over on my fold. And I think I probably should put magnets. more lighting. Let's cut our papers first before I go on with anything else. This needs to be 6. That's 6 inches. You take most of that white away. And 4 1/16. Okay, so I need 2 of them. Let's look at this one. What did I say? I did 6. I want to keep that that bee in there for the most part. So we'll take some more off here. This bottom. After all, it is all about the bees. That's those 2. Now we want 2. I really like this one. It's not really directional. Oh, it could be that way. So that's 5 15/16. It's about there. That's the length of it. So we want 3 13/16. 3 13. No, I'm wanting the bees. Okay, I'm happy with that one. And one more. Ooh, look at that one, that's nice. What do I want? Size 5 and 5, 6, 15/16, sorry. We are going to trim that so we've got that whole bee. Lovely. Okay. We are going to pop a magnet. So about there. So about there. And I'm going to use a small magnet. Like I did before, I'm going to use 3 or 4 of them. So let's just put some glue on. One, 2, no. Which one did you go on? 3, 4. Nope, you don't want to do that, do you? Okay, 4. Tape. Come on, just sit. Thank you. Oops, it's a broken one. Where'd you come from? No, you're not going on top of that one. That's them all in place. Just fold that over. Don't pull it or stretch it, just gently. A little bit of a shimmy. And there we go. So let's put this one on first. I had a massage today. it was absolutely wonderful. It was a really nice lymphatic drainage one. There we go. And I'm going to put that solitary bee on this one because I like the look of him. No, I'm not. I'm going to put him on the outside. This is going on the inside. Oh, excuse me. I get this dry and, well, it's not actually dry, it's kind of a rattly, wheezy cough when the weather's cold of an evening, and yet the doctor can't find anything. There's got to be a reason. There's a reason for everything. Well, there should be, you'd think. Okay, now we put that lovely bee there. I do like that bee. That looks so nice. Okay. And I am probably going to pop a photo mat in there. So let's see what we've been doing here. And that opens like that. I'm very happy so far. Very happy so far. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. 6 pages to go. Okay, I will close off this video and come back with another part. And I hope you're still with me. hopefully the next one I can do at least 3 pages. We'll see how we go. Okay, thanks for being with me, and keep well and stay safe until next time. Thanks for watching.